Hello and welcome back to another episode. Now today I just wanted to take a moment to say thank you to a couple of people who sent in some really lovely objects, artifacts, whatever you want to call them, things basically, to me, based on, I suppose, the videos that I've made, but also just conversations that we've had following sort of meeting on YouTube, on Facebook or whatever. It's been really nice to, I suppose, to have that sort of sense of community being solidified in the giving of gifts. It sounds a bit strange, but it's true. It's really, it sort of makes certain people more real, and also as well, to be honest, it's been really nice just to bask in the generosity of others. So first of all, I just wanted to highlight that following the video I made about The Crow, the Brandon Lee movie, a guy called Josh got in touch and was talking about how he had this crow statue that he really wanted to get rid of. He really liked my video, and would I like the statue? And I was like, well, I'm afraid I haven't got much in the way of cash, so to pay for it at the moment. And he goes, no, you can just have it, And I was like, wow, well, I'll pay postage if I can. And he goes, no, I'll do that. And he did it. He just asked for my address, and I gave it to him. And a few days later, this beautiful statue arrived in the post, and it's got some lovely details, like the crow on fire on the tarmac on the floor, the clothing, the detail on the face, even the guitar actually has strings on his back. Everything about this particular figure is superb, and I just really wanted just to acknowledge it and say thank you so much to Josh for sending it my way. And it now lives next to Robocop, in fact, just over my right shoulder. Always just out of frame on these videos, but they're just there, and they'll be well looked after. Oh, and so he'll be well looked after, but they are both being well looked after. And actually, to come to think of it, that's something else that I was sent, was the Robocop figure. I've been so lucky in the past couple of months with just lovely people sending me just lovely things. Something else which was sent my way was this copy of The Flight of the Navigator. This DVD it's something which I'll talk about probably in my next video. I'll come to that at the end of this video. But it's a very important movie to me. It's a movie which for a long time I actually sort of forgot about, and I'll talk about that in more detail. But as of a conversation I was having with a guy, Benjamin Ben. Ben was saying that did I know that this was on DVD? And I said, well, I've never really looked actually. And he goes, yeah, it is. He sent me a link, and actually he gave me his coupon to give me a discount on buying it. So it was on Amazon, and it wasn't very expensive anyway, but he knocked a bit of money off just so I could watch this film again. And it's been a pleasure watching it again, and I'll talk about my thoughts and my love for this movie in my next video. But thank you so much to Ben for facilitating a very reasonable purchase there. Speaking of reasonable purchases, a lovely lady in one of our local computer games stores called Siobhan gave me an amazing deal on this, The Rise of the Tomb Raider, on the Xbox 360. It's not the Xbox One version. It's the only console I have, though, in terms of Xboxes, and I wasn't going to say no at all. And she gave me a very, very generous discount. I mean, it's already priced at around about £35–40. And basically I got around about 80% off. I won't say which store she works in because it might get her in trouble, but she was so lovely to offer that. And actually also she was just hoping that it would brighten my day, because I loved the previous game, love Lara Croft in general, and also obviously as an archaeologist in my work life, I do love playing archaeology computer games. So I'll probably do a let's play of this at some point, but thank you so much to Siobhan for helping me get this sort of, I suppose it was I considered it to be almost like a review copy, because it was such a ridiculously big discount. And actually, if you really want, I'll put a link below to a sort of video review that I've done on my other YouTube channel, my business YouTube channel. So check that out if you want to. Finally, and this thing is a bit ridiculous actually. There's a lovely guy called Mark. Mark Barvin, actually. Mark Barvin. We were having a chat in the comments section of the YouTube video about Halo, about the most recent Halo, and he said Halo Reach is the best. And I said, oh, I've never played Halo Reach. I've played most of the others. And he said, oh no, I've got the special, I forgot what it's called now. It just says limited edition on the back. It's got another name. This edition. He goes, I've got that edition. Would you like it? I said, well, if you've got it, don't you want it? And he goes, no, I'm such a big Halo Reach fan, says he. He said, I've got a couple of them. Do you want one? And yeah, I just went, yeah, go on then, yeah, sure. And once again, this guy was so lovely. He paid the postage, he paid the cost, everything. I mean, there's one problem with it, and that is it's not entirely complete. Some of the documents are missing. There is though the main book which comes with this set. But some of the sort of the passes and the documents aren't in it. But I'm not going to complain about that. It's a beautiful, beautiful box set. It's supposed to be a sort of like a black box type setup. And again, once again, just out of talking, just out of sharing mutual love for certain things, the most wonderful things occur. So thank you so much to Mark for that. And really, I suppose in so many small ways, it's been really nice, just basking in the warmth of what YouTube can be. It can be a very harsh, a very difficult, a very unforgiving troll-like environment. But more than that, actually, YouTube can be a wonderful place to have a community, especially the computer game community. If you know the right places, and you know the right corners to go to, you're going to have some great conversation, and you're going to meet some lovely people. So once again, thank you to everyone who's been sending in some of this stuff recently. It's just been superb, and I can't, I mean, particularly when it comes to Flight of the Navigator, I can't tell you just how much it means in particular. I mean, it all means a lot, and actually the crow statue is amazing. But as I say, in my next video I'll be talking about this, and if you haven't seen it yet, you really probably should. It's not the most amazing 80s film, but it is one of the most definitive 80s films, in my humble opinion, anyway. And it's got some wonderful art design and some fantastic elements to the story, which stuck with me through my life. Even though I forgot the name of the film, it's always been there somewhere in my psyche. But what I'll do is I'll talk about that in my next video. Now, when will my next video be, I hear you cry, chomping at the bit, licking the screen, desperate to try and get that next bit of Soup's Eye View. Well, I'm actually taking a week off. My lovely wife and I are going on holiday. We're going away to a cottage for a week or so. So there won't be any videos next week, but the following week you can probably expect Soup's Eye View to return. And that's when I'll do my sort of overview, review, post-view, retrospective maybe, of the Flight of the Navigator, because it is a superb film. And then obviously at some point we'll try and get a good Let's Play of the Tomb Raider game as well. Anyway guys, if you can't tell, my voice is actually dying, so before it goes completely, I'll just wish you well, and until next time, do take care.